Hello, everyone, and welcome to Flame of Guidance. This is going to be a pick a card love story reading. We're going to pick up on your past, present, and future love energy, as well as your person's details and energy, maybe some timing and initials, all of that good stuff. So, without further ado, we have 3 ladybugs in front of you. So, relax, center yourself, and allow one of the 3 ladybugs to draw you in. And once you've chosen the ladybug calling you, head over to the timestamp listed below, and I'll see you there. Hello to all of my lovely souls who chose pile number 1, this green ladybug. This is going to be the love story energy and message for you. First, what we're going to do is break down this love reading in different parts. We're going to look at the lesson in love that you either need to learn or that has been something that you've had to learn in previous lifetimes. We're also going to look at the past, present, and future energy for yourself and the energy between you, them, the mutual energy, and some details on your person. So we're going to start off here with the lesson in love, and this is going to let me know the one thing that is something that you have to go through or learn, or something that you have experienced in a previous lifetime. This is going to be your love lesson that needs to either be had or that you've already overcome. Just to give me a general idea of where you've been or where you need to go in regards to romance. Okay, so first we have guard and protect the sacred waters of life. Okay, let's pull one more to get the lesson in love for my pile number 1. One more for my lesson in love. Okay, and we have bloodstone detoxifying root, heart, and sacral chakras. I like how these color schemes kind of go together. There's a lot of green even in the cards for pile number 1. So the fact that the heart chakra is here makes a lot of sense with this green ladybug. So I think opening up is definitely difficult for you. Sacral chakra, root chakra, and detoxifying, as well as the heart chakra. You're probably someone who has actually attracted a lot of conflicting relationships, okay? If not now, in previous lifetimes. But pile number 1, you are the pile who has actually gone through a lot of traumatic relationships, and they've affected you in many ways. Some have actually triggered either depression or even some eating disorders, anxieties, difficult things. You may have attracted the narcissistic relationships. You may have had very trying connections in the past, or if not now, in your life than in a previous lifetime. But I feel like this is very current and relevant. My pile number one, this is the pile that has gone through a lot of traumatic incidences, a lot of experiences that many would even be believed to be shocking or only happen in the movies. I feel like this is my I hate to use this, but this is like my trauma club, for lack of a better term. It's like the group of people that have gone through such significant experiences that alter their perception and their perspective in relationships, and it can then have this ripple effect of anxiety when making decisions when it comes to emotional connections, and how open you are to sharing yourself because of where you've been and what you've gone through. This is my group that shuts themselves out completely from connections because they've had the worst happen to them. And this is very traumatic incidences, okay? And this can be as heavy and difficult as abuse in any form or way, especially with especially with sacral and root chakra here. This is letting me know that these traumatic incidences could have been, again, abuse, and I will leave that up to you to decide. If none of this is making sense to you, then of course, this is not the message for you, and I do suggest that you choose a different pile. But this is a very tough energy, pile number one. I feel a lot of anxiety, and I'm stumbling over my words because I'm getting caught up in in my um, my feeling right now. I'm almost feeling a little bit flustered as well. So I think that maybe, I don't know if somebody's shaking their leg, or I don't know if you're like watching this video while you're sitting down and shaking your leg, but I can feel that movement, and it feels a lot like anxiety. And I think that you've had to deal with a lot of anxiety because of previous relationships. And I think that the love lesson here is to do a lot of healing and forgiving, okay? And also learning how to put up boundaries and learning how to decipher between the good and the bad. That's your challenge and lesson in love. But the thing is, you're going to be the one who has to dictate who does and does not deserve your time. And though it may seem like life has made it very difficult for you to see the difference between a good and bad person, because maybe both in a sense have hurt or betrayed you, and it makes you question your intuition, I'll let you know that that's part of your lesson here in this lifetime or in previous before, where you haven't really developed the strength to be able to find boundaries between very trying connections, and your inner strength, okay? Learning how to protect and guard what is yours and only yours, okay? With guard and protect the sacred waters of life, this is reminding me of almost like the Queen of Cups energy here, where she has not only mastered all emotions, but she's been able to put them in this beautiful chalice that she will only give to the right person, and not just to anyone who's thirsty, right? Because there's a lot of thirsty people lately. And I think she's more wanting someone who's long term, who wants to sip on the wine versus binge and indulge and then disappear. I think that's one of the most challenging things for you, my pile number one, is being available and open and ready to love because you've been betrayed so many times. And I think that having to let go of the people who don't serve you was something that you had to learn in a very trying way. It wasn't like you asked for it or looked for it. It just sort of kind of blew up in your face and happened and caught you off guard, which can then make it very traumatic and can also leave a mark in your heart, in your root, and in your sacral chakra. Okay, so now that we know the lesson in love that you either have experienced or need to fulfill, we're going to move on to some more of your energy. I'm going to look at the past, present, and future energy for you, my pile number one. I want to see what you have had in the past to maybe connect the love lesson here with your past, present, or future energy. Or, you know, whatever it is that you need to hear. So let's take a look at the past energy for my pile number one. Excuse me, let me move some stuff over so I can shuffle better here. Okay, so, whoa, 2 cards flew out. Oh my goodness. You know what's so crazy? I was totally saying that this card had reminded me of the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups flew out here. So definitely, again, someone who was emotionally manipulative. And I'm only getting that because the Strength card came out upside down here. Okay, I would say it's in the reverse, but this is actually the reverse, and this is the actual way of how it's meant to go. I'm so sorry, pile number one. I just realized that my battery is about to die. Let me switch my battery. I will be right back. I'm so sorry. One moment. All right, I'm back. I am so sorry about that. So as we were pile number one, I did look at this card earlier and call her the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups came through here, and the Strength card also came out here. It was in the reverse, but I'm not going to take it in the reverse because this is essentially what it would have been in this deck. But it does let me know that there may have been some emotionally manipulative person in your past that may have triggered a lot of holding back, a lot of suppression, a lot of you not being able to speak for yourself, a lot of you having to hold a lot of your feelings in. I'm going to move these over. I don't know why I pushed them all the way over there. So with the Strength card and the King of Cups here, it's letting me know that in the past you did deal with someone who you were with. This was actually a committed relationship that you thought was going to actually last a long time, but it actually was very unhealthy and very toxic, and this person felt like they were able to manipulate you in some way or make you feel almost like guilt trip you into staying with them, especially if this did want to come out in the reverse. It's like somebody was trying to make you feel weak or make you feel like you couldn't stand on your own 2 feet without this other person. They wanted you to feel like you were less than and that they were the ones who were smart and wise and knew what was best for the both of you. I think they had a lot of plans for you and your future that you did not see yourself a part of, and that you yourself did not see happening in your life whatsoever. I think that this person was controlling and trying to hold you back from a lot that you could have offered to the world. And because they saw this light in you, they wanted to shut it out, okay? And I'm only saying that because it's so dark, this King of Cups. It's usually like a bright card, and it's like the daylight, and he's out in the ocean. It's usually like a bright card from what I've seen, and this is like a dark King of Cups. So this is showing me a different side to this person that makes me realize that yes, in the past you have gone through toxic relationships or maybe even dated a narcissist or someone who was emotionally manipulative and would guilt trip you and control you. Okay, I mean, this could have been you, but I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling that this was the other person. Okay, could have been vice versa, where you realize that maybe you needed to change some toxic ways, or maybe you were emotionally manipulative and it's because you were triggered by this person that made you react in a way that wasn't really your true character. But what I'm feeling mostly is that this is another person, and I'm feeling that this past relationship that you were in was not gratifying. It was not emotionally evolving. It was actually making the worst of you come out, and it was the worst of both of you that was coming out because this person was so toxic. They would actually trigger you and things that you never thought you would say came out of your mouth. Feelings that you never thought you would feel came through, and it made you feel like a completely different person. And I think that's why there's this sense of you needing to cleanse your energy in the present tense. I mean, I haven't even pulled your present card yet, but I am I am channeling that you are wanting to clear yourself of this past energy or this past person. So I don't know if you're planning on separating yourself at this moment or if you already have, but this is past energy, so it may have already happened, okay? Now for your present energy, the High Priestess did want to fall through here. So I'm also, I was going to pull a mood card first, but let's see if maybe this will add up with the High Priestess, because that did want to come through. But I'm going to pull one of my mood cards here. This just lets me know what the current energy is for you right now, presently, how you feel about love or your love life personally. Let's just see what your current energy is. Whoa, that fell hung over. Oh my God. That's really funny. Maybe this person was an alcoholic that you were with in the past. Maybe they were someone who was always just not in the mood and not ready to be attentive. Maybe perhaps you did drink last night and you are a little exhausted, but maybe you've been doing some emotional drinking, almost like yourself. What do they call that? Self-medicating, and it's probably with alcohol. Tired, yeah, okay, so tired and hungover came through here, and I was shuffling those, okay? So I think that you're in a place where you're also over dealing with emotions, you're over having to fight for love. You're in a place where you're reflecting a lot in where you've been and what you've been through. You're also in a place where you don't feel like fighting anymore. And I think that you've been through so many trying and challenging moments in previous connections, or in this one particular one, because I'm not seeing multiple. I'm seeing one specific relationship that really triggered you to be in solitude for a long time. And you numbed yourself and would self-medicate, okay? And this was, if not with alcohol, it could have been with weed or any other kind of substance that would alter your thoughts or even just your mood and make you feel in your mind better or just like a little more relieved because you weren't so focused on the reality of what was happening. I think you also probably went within and started to meditate a lot more. This person may have triggered a spiritual awakening within you, and it could have made you feel like you needed to completely change your lifestyle, the way that you perceived relationships, and how you yourself were perceived in connections and relationships. It also made you realize how you would want to be taken seriously or how you wouldn't want to be treated in many aspects of life, okay? And I am seeing that you are probably someone who meditates a lot and steps away from groups or doesn't really like to be involved in anything where there's a lot of people. I think right now you're in a place of solitude and you don't really want to involve with anyone. And if you are self-medicating, I feel like you're doing it by yourself. I don't think that it's like you're going out and partying. I think that it's like you're buying bottles of wine and going through one every night kind of thing. That sounds horrible, okay? But listen, people go through things and then some do process things differently than others, but this is also letting me know that you need to stop self-medicating and start meditating more, okay? Because that's actually going to clear out and heal the trauma that isn't allowing you to have a breakthrough, okay? Because we have bloodstone here, the blood chakra, oh my goodness, the root chakra, the heart chakra, and the sacral chakra, it's letting me know that you need to align yourself within those chakras so that then you can have a breakthrough in your crown chakra, okay? Because I think your spirit guides have been trying to reach you currently, presently, and you're not allowing them in because you haven't been all there, very present. And by present, I do mean sober. And I'm sorry if that offends you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to trigger you. But Spirit is calling you out by letting you know, there's, yeah, challenges in life that we all go through. But in a sense, you have to heal them energetically more than just with substance, because it's going to only get clogged up, not cleared out when you self-medicate. You're not really relieving anything. You're actually pushing it further down, and then one day you're just going to explode because you've been keeping everything to yourself for so long. And that's what the high priestess does. She keeps everything to herself. But with the high priestess here, she's also letting you know you are only human, and there's only so much that you can bottle up, bottle within. Okay, so at one point or another, the high priestess speaks, and when she does speak, it's truth. Okay, and other than speaking truth, she doesn't. Okay, she's very within and observant and one with the divine. So she doesn't need to say much unless it needs to be said. And I think that when you're ready to speak and be open about your past traumas, or when you're ready to heal, that's when things are going to have movement and flow and feel a little less binding and less suppressing in your life, okay? Because I feel like you're almost blaming yourself for incidences that had happened to you when you shouldn't do that, okay? You need to be a little bit more caring and nurturing of yourself, and that also includes not necessarily self-medicating all day, every day. Maybe giving yourself a few days of clarity will essentially help the healing to not only begin, but clear out and further progress, so that you feel a lot more comfortable and at ease mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Okay, let's look at the future energy for you guys, pile number one. Let's see what the future energy holds here for you in love. Oh my goodness, so many cards just flew out. I usually hate to take this many, but I'm going to do it for you guys because I feel like there's a very specific message here, and I don't know who it's for, and this may not resonate with everyone, but I do have a specific message for one particular person. These all just flew out as is, and they all came through in the reverse, okay? So we have the, is this the Knight of Swords in the reverse? I don't even know what way they fell through. Okay, the King of Swords in the reverse, the Two of Swords in the reverse, and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so for your future energy, there's a lot of miscommunication happening here, and I think it's okay, so I see what it is here. I feel like you don't want to communicate with this person any longer, or anyone at all. I think you're trying to shut everybody out, and I think the future, the current, or excuse me, the near future energy for you is going to be more isolation, okay? And I saw that with the High Priestess here. I did see you being more in solitude, self-medicating, and shutting yourself out from people. And that's going to continue for a while until you heal, because I think that you still have battle wounds. You still have a lot of questions that you need answers to. There's a lot of guidance needed here that you're actually seeking out, okay? And you're very aware that something's got to give and something's got to change in your life, but you're just at such a standstill that you don't know what anymore. And you don't feel like you have direction. You feel like you're kind of stuck right now. So you're shutting yourself out to any options or to any opinions or anything, because you're not in a place, or you feel like you're not in a place where you're ready to make that decision, because you're so caught up in the mental aspect of this. Like you're so stuck in your head. You're not very expressive. You're bottling things up, and it's almost making you stay in a cycle of a victim mentality. And I'm not saying that to offend you or to make you feel like crap, because we all need to process feelings in our own way. But what this is letting me know is that you still have a lot of healing to do, pile number one, before you have a breakthrough in love, okay? There's going to be a time frame where you're going to actually not even speak to anyone. You're going to isolate for so long that people probably won't even recognize you when they see you again, okay? They're not going to even know where you went, what you did. I think you're going to go through a phase in life where you just shut everything and everyone out. And you're not going to be very open to anything. You don't want change. You don't want new. You don't want to. You don't want to push the limits. Okay, you're trying to process everything, and in the midst of you trying to process your emotions and feel better, that's when you're going to at one point feel like you've purged enough to move forward. But I don't think it's going to be happening anytime soon. I think you do want to take some time for yourself to heal. And it's going to be really hard. I do see a lot of purging coming through in the near future for you, okay? And that's perfectly fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with purging, okay? We have to detox. That's what this bloodstone is here to help us do, is to purge and release any emotions that we've bottled up that aren't allowing us to have breakthroughs and connect and align with the blessings that we're trying to call into our lives, or that can even fall into our lap if we would just open up to them. And I know you're not there yet, and I don't think you're going to get there anytime soon, because you've gone through not so, simple experiences in the past, okay? You've had some trying times, so it's a lot more challenging to feel optimistic and excited about life when you've been kicked while you were down so many times in your life, to the point where you're like, well, damn, what am I doing wrong? What's going on with me? What have I been doing that's making me out to be the bad person when I know I'm not, when I've done the best I can? And you see, it's this projecting that this past relationship has put on you that's made you feel like you're the bad guy, but you're not. You need to take time for yourself to heal, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, even if this person tried to make you feel guilty for doing so, okay? You're in your total and complete right to have peace of mind in your heart, in your mind, in your soul, to have that energetic balance of serenity to the divine. It's the most peaceful feeling you could ever have, and it's also the most challenging feeling to accomplish or to have or to maintain, because life is constantly pushing us and constantly challenging us, okay? It's not that life doesn't want us to have a peaceful life. It's just that life doesn't ever want you to stop growing, okay? Life is here to help you grow in many aspects, okay? Not just in one, but in many. Okay, so now let's take a look and see what your energy would be, their energy would be, and the mutual energy when you come into each other's lives, okay? So first, let's take a look and see where you're going to be energetically when this person comes into your life. Pile number one. Where are you going to be energetically? Let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys keep wanting to have a bunch of cards fall out. The Strength card came out twice, you guys. Twice, okay? So this is your energy, okay? You're going to be holding back a lot. I think that when this person comes into your life, you're still going to have trust issues, and they're not going to be trust issues that are so extreme you can't connect with someone, but you're definitely going to be weary. I think you're not going to give in so easily. You definitely set your boundaries and are very well aware of who you do and don't want in your life, okay? You're definitely going to be a much better person when you come across your new love or this relationship. Once you have the opportunity to connect with this person, you're definitely going to feel a lot better, a lot more grounded, okay? You're not going to, I don't think that you're going to be 1000% healed. I think that you still have to develop a strength within your heart chakra because you're showing up as the strength card. I think there's still a lot of heart chakra healing that you need to do when this person comes into your life, but not necessarily in a negative way. I think this is going to be a relationship that's going to challenge you in a healthy way, okay? Because we also have that in life, right? Not all relationships are rainbows and butterflies, and still yet some last a long time. So I think that this person, when you finally come across them, they're going to see you as someone who's been through a lot, who can stand on their own 2 feet, and who can actually overcome anything that comes their way. You're someone who comes off as very resilient and very vivacious. It's almost like you don't realize that you come off like a bright light or a healing person. You come off like someone who is nurturing and cares, and who can also stand in any storm with your own ground, very firm. And people admire you for that. And I don't think that they understand it's because you've grown resilient from all of your experiences and from going through everything that you went through, okay? And because of that, because of this past relationship, you are now in a completely different place in life where you're a lot stronger than you were before, okay? So you definitely will be past this healing phase when you meet this person, but you're not going to be done healing. I think here you have a little bit more growth to do in the heart chakra. I definitely see you more rooted and more in your creative energy, meaning you're ready for expansion, and that's all root and sacral chakra combined. But your heart chakra with strength here needs a little bit more development when this person comes along, and I think that's why they're intended to be in your life, is to essentially strengthen your heart chakra, especially because I see green on this man's sleeves, and that's what you have to do. You have to strengthen your heart chakra when you're in the Five of Pentacles energy, which is all of that victim energy. It's all of that depression energy. It's all of that poor me energy. It's all of that questioning energy. It's that I feel rejected. I feel the worst. I feel so stupid. It's that energy. It's that low vibe energy. And you need to work through it by healing the heart chakra so that you can center yourself and your emotions and make the right decisions. Okay. I think that's also why there's so much green here, pile number 1. You definitely need to heal that heart chakra. And sometimes you do it through connections and relationships. And I think that's what this next person is going to teach you. Okay. So let's see what your person's energy is going to be when you guys meet. Okay. What is your person's energy when you guys meet? Let's see. Nope. Oh, the Queen of Swords. Are you kidding me? The King of Swords is here. The Queen of Swords came through in the reverse, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so I think your person may have just broken up with someone when they meet you, because I see the Queen of Swords in the reverse here and the Three of Pentacles. There's going to be almost like a third party situation here, but I don't think it's going to be something where you have to worry, okay? I think this person is going to have just gone through a breakup with someone or a separation of some sort. And when you guys come across each other or cross each other's paths, this person may see that there's more out there, okay? That there's other options and better options than what he's had in his life. I think this person is ready to see something new, to grow. This person is looking for expansion. This person is looking for depth. This person is looking for beauty. Okay, the Three of Pentacles is a very detail-oriented card. Okay, it's all about creating a masterpiece, and whether that's on your own or with people, or in this case, a relationship, okay? This means that you are very detail oriented in who you want in your life, okay? You don't want just anybody to be a part of your team. You want someone who's going to be committed and who's going to create a masterpiece of a life, not just in a chapel, right? Because that's essentially what the Three of Pentacles is, but a masterpiece of a life. Okay, this person wants a masterpiece for a partner. They've realized that who they were with before is not who suits them best, and that there definitely are other options out there. Maybe someone who was a little bit too rigid or too dry was not the preference of this person. Okay, they're going to be very open. This person may also be extremely creative and very different. Okay, they may have a different outlook in life, and it may even intimidate you a little bit because you're not used to having someone who's so open-minded and different. Okay, this person's going to catch you off guard in that sense, where you're going to be weary of them because they're so lighthearted that it makes you feel a little bit nervous to get to know someone this lighthearted, like almost too good to be true kind of energy, where this person is too nice, so there's something wrong with them, right? And that's what people think. It's usually like, why is this person so nice? Are they secretly a serial killer? Like, what's going on? This is crazy, right? But I think when you guys come across this person, he or she, they're going to be in a place where they're like, I was in a relationship, or I just broke up with someone. I know it may seem like that's too soon for you, but I'm definitely open to getting to know you. And even, if this doesn't start off as a friendship, I don't think it's going to be a relationship right off the bat, but this is definitely like dating first or friendship first. This is like step by step. I see this person very open about them just going through a difficult breakup and the fact that you had also experienced one. But I think this is going to be the recent past for this person versus you, which is the like past, right? This is like, you've been single for a while past this ex over here, and this person has just fresh out of a breakup come into your life. Okay, so this person is going to be very open and honest about it. They're going to let you know it's not a third party situation, but I did just break up with my ex and she is picking up her stuff at my house today. That kind of situation where somehow this person is still involved in their life, but it's not going to be anything where you have to worry or it's going to be anything serious. The only thing that I could see is possibly maybe this person might have children with this ex, and maybe that's why they're still sticking around. And there's that Three of Pentacle energy, but I don't see that happening because she is in the reverse. I think it's a very significant ending. Okay. I think it's going to be a breakup where you don't have to stress or sweat it too much, okay? Because this person is going to be very straightforward about their situation and their circumstance. It could even possibly be that they break up with their long-term girlfriend or boyfriend and they're still living together, and this person is only waiting for this lease to be up so that they can move out, okay? But I do see them being honest about this, okay? I also see someone who is either an entrepreneur or may even work with their hands. They may have a unique way of making a living, okay? It may be different from what you're accustomed to. Let that make sense how it may in your life, okay? But I do see this person having a unique job and maybe even having a very creative job here, okay? So some sort of entrepreneurial thing, or maybe even just like a freelance artist of some sort, or just working freelance in any industry, any field really. But they're definitely going to be ready to meet new people when they come into your life. Okay, let's look at the mutual energy for the both of you. Oh my God, that card just wanted to fall out. The devil wanted to fall out. I don't know if I want to take it because it just fell out when I grabbed the deck. Let's see. Let me just take one more. Oh my goodness. Everything wants to fall out with you guys. I don't know why all the cards are so jumpy with you, pile number one. This is literally already like a freaking 2-hour reading, I swear. I didn't really mean for it to take this long. Okay, there's the Four of Cups. Okay, so then the devil was definitely the right energy, because I'm feeling like the mutual energy is okay, I definitely did see this earlier. I do see you guys starting off as friends at first, or just starting off as dating at first, okay? But there's going to be this crazy connection, okay, where it's almost like you guys are obsessed with each other, and at the same time you're in fear of each other, okay? There's something that feels like you guys are too good to be true. It's almost like, no, I don't want to get involved with another person like my ex, so I'm not sure if I'm ready to step into anything too serious. But at the same time, I can't get over this person. I can't stop thinking about this person. This person just makes sense to me. Everything adds up when I'm with this person. So I think you both are going to be as equally intimidated by one another, okay? You're both going to be as into each other as the other is, and you're both going to debate whether it's a good idea to get involved so quickly because you both have been through so much. So the mutual energy is going to be anxiety. Okay, when you both come into each other's lives, even though this person is ready to meet new people, I don't think that they realize that maybe they weren't as ready as they thought they were. Okay, when you come into their lives, they're going to be like, yes, I'm ready. And as soon as you come into their path, they're going to feel like you're too good to be true. Like, this is exactly what I asked for. And it literally just came out of nowhere unexpectedly. And now I can't stop thinking about this person. Now I'm really afraid to lose this person. Now I've got to have this person in my life one way or another. And you're both going to feel the same way. You're going to be just as fearful. You're going to be so excited to meet someone new and different that you almost feel like they're too good to be true. There's almost a sense of each of you wanting to self-sabotage the connection, because you both are in awe of what a difference a new healthy person makes in a relationship or in your life in any aspect, especially as a friend. Okay. All right. So let's keep going here. Let's see where and how, maybe even like the time of the meeting between the both of you here. Okay. So we're going to take one of these, and we're going to take one of these for timing here. And one of these. All right, let's see. Pile number one. Let's take a look. First, we're going to look at the angels, the romance angels, which we have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Okay, so very soon popped up here, so this lets me know that maybe this person may come into your life shortly, and maybe that's why there's a lot of commotion going on here from both ends, because it's almost like an unexpected thing for the both of you. Again, I feel like you're going to be past something, but you're not going to be completely healed. So this person, again, may come into your life to help you complete the healing that you need to do to strengthen your heart chakra, okay? Take time to breathe out. See, I'm telling you, take time to breathe out. So again, this person is going to come into your life when, yes, you've healed, but not completely. I think that you're going to be in a better place in your life, yes, and you're going to get past this very soon, this rut or this emotional or mental conflict that you may have going on presently. You're going to come through with whatever you may have happening right now. You're going to come through and out of it, okay? And it's going to happen soon. And soon can be anywhere from like 1 to 6 months, okay? It doesn't, even within this year, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean in the next few hours or days, but you're going to feel this change of energy happen that's gradual, and it's happening soon, but it's definitely gradual, okay? Take time to breathe out. Again, you need to do a lot of meditating, a lot of maybe not self-medicating as much, but more clarity needs to happen in your mind so that you're able to get through all of this emotional suppression that you have, okay? Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Yeah, again. So I think that this person is going to come into your life when you've done the vast majority of your healing, when you've done the vast majority, I don't want to say healing, I want to say purging. When you've done the vast majority of your purging, and then you're in a sense feeling more relieved, I think that that's when this person is going to come into your life, okay? It may even be at a point where you either get a new job or you are somehow in a financial, in a far better financial place, okay? With your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. This is definitely, oh, and Capricorn energy here with the devil. So it could be December when this person comes into your life, or through Capricorn season, or maybe this person may be a Capricorn. Who knows? We'll pull some zodiac sign cards later, but as I was saying, I think that this person is going to come into your life. Either you're going to meet through your work, okay? You may meet this person at work with the Capricorn here, or you guys are going to be in a place where you better yourselves financially, and then you somehow are aligned into each other's paths. Excuse me, but I mostly see that it's you. You're going to actually be in a far better place financially than you are now. So I'm not sure if you're actually going to go through a promotion, or maybe you've finished or completed some training aspect in your work, and then you finally get either like your own desk, your own office, something of that sort, or just a pay raise. And then all of a sudden, I don't know, who knows? Maybe you get a promotion, you go out to celebrate with a friend, and then you accidentally meet this person, okay? Or it could be you're at work, or there's a work meeting or some sort of networking happening through work, and this person happens to be there, okay? But I see this being a work-related meeting happening here, okay? Or anything to do with exchange or finances could also be it. December, oh my gosh, you guys, I just died. Okay? You guys saw me just shuffle these in front of you, okay? December with Capricorn here. Oh my gosh, how freaking crazy is that, okay? December could be when you meet this person, or they could be born in December, or maybe you're a December baby, okay? But we have Capricorn here twice, okay? And December. March could be of significance. February also could be of significance. Let's put that there. And then we have July. Okay, so maybe these are either times that are very significant in your life. Maybe altering moments may happen, or maybe this person could be born in any of these months, or yourself, or maybe you guys meet in any of these months or seasons. Okay, let's see. Now I want you to think of a yes or no question that you may be wondering in regards to your person, okay? And I'm just going to pick, whoop, two fell out. Oh my gosh, you guys have been having all the cards fly out and I'm trying not to, oh my God, yes and no. Okay, so whatever you asked, it's yes and no, okay? So that feels more like a maybe than anything. Yes and no. So maybe you're partly right with whatever it was that you asked. Okay, let's look at horoscopes here. Let's see. Horoscopes of significance for pile number one. Here we go. Horoscopes of significance for pile number one. Oop. We had one fall here. That one fell. Horoscopes of significance here for pile number one. Okay, three fell out. So we have Libra, Gemini. We did have sword signs here, so maybe that's the, and we also had a Cancer. We had the King of Cups, and we had the King of Swords as well as the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So Libra, Gemini, Cancer. Also July is Cancer season. And is March Gemini season? No, it is not. Gemini is June, right? And Libra is, what is this other month down here? It was December, February. Yeah, no, Libra is October, September, so no. But these signs could be of significance for you. Okay, pile number one. So we have Libra, Gemini, Cancer. Could be Sun, Moon, Rising, or just placements on their chart. Okay, let's look at personality traits. Okay, just to get some more fun details on this person. Oh my goodness, all your cards are literally flying, okay? I just had a whole pile just fall. All right, let's see what we got. Sincere. Okay, so this person is going to be genuine, okay? They're going to be very open with you and honest, okay? And I think you're both going to feel like this is a breath of fresh air. To have sincerity in a connection of any sort is refreshing for the both of you, okay? Because I think that the person that that your person used to be with, I think that their ex may have been a little insincere, a little rigid, a little dry. I did see that earlier. So maybe they were pretentious and vapid, and that person was totally turned off by that, right? Intellectual. So this person may be super, super smart, or maybe they see you as someone who's very smart, very wise, very strong, very well spoken, and I think that they may be that way as well, okay? I think, again, you're going to be in a place where you accomplish something when this person comes into your life. So maybe they'll see you as someone who's very smart because of what they've been able to accomplish, okay? Understanding, yeah, you guys are going to have this energy of just getting one another because you've had similar experiences. Again, there's going to be healing that this person is going to give you, but just because I'm saying that doesn't mean that you should solely rely on this person to heal you. Essentially, you're intended to do that on your own. This person's only going to catapult the remaining of the healing that you have to do in your heart chakra, but they're not here to completely heal yourself, okay? That's all on you, but you're both going to be very understanding of one another. You're going to be able to be comfortable and honest with how you feel. If you don't agree with something, it's not going to be some out of control, toxic argument, and maybe both of you had that in the past, and that's why you're going to be a lot more compassionate when you speak to one another. You feel like you don't need to be so manipulative or so disrespectful when communicating with one another. I think there's going to be this sense of having a very mature connection with this person, okay? Unreliable is here, so this is letting me know that in the past you both have dealt with people who are very unreliable, people who said one thing and did the complete opposite, okay? People who may have wounded you so terribly that you never feel like you could depend on anyone again. And because you guys have this beautiful connection, you're able to actually heal that wound, okay, that trigger, that feeling that you're not worthy of having the ability to depend on someone, okay? That you're not worthy of having someone who actually will be there for you and care about you, okay? I think you're both going to heal that within one another with this connection, okay? And private. I feel like the both of you are very private now, and you will be then as well, okay? So it's almost like you're both trying to peel and tear off layers of one another because you're both in a place where you're suspicious or weary of the connection because it does feel too good to be true. I think you're both going to keep it very private because, again, this person may have just gone through a breakup and you're not so sure of yourself and where you stand as well. So you're both going to want to keep it low key at first, okay? And you're both also going to like the fact that you're very private with each other or in your own personal matters, okay? So that person may be very secretive in a non-toxic way, and it can maybe trigger you, and vice versa, okay? Let's see what else we got here. Let's look at the personality trait, or I'm sorry, the physical traits. Let's see. Physical traits for my pile number 1 for their person. Okay, physical traits, my pile number 1. Okay, let's see what we got. Quite a few. Thick. Okay, so either you or this person is a thick, okay? Take that however you will like, okay? Beauty mark. Okay, so you or this other person could have a beauty mark of significance, a birthmark, a mole, anything of that sort. Athletic. Okay, so thick, athletic. This person may be super muscular. They may be very into fitness, or maybe you are. You may have an athletic build. Curly hair is here, so either you or them. Dyed hair, so maybe you dye your hair, you bleach your hair, you color your hair in any way, or the other person. Facial hair, they may have a beard or a mustache. And wavy, we have curly and wavy, okay? So either you always curl your hair or this person has naturally curly and wavy hair. All right, let's see what initials we can pull for you guys, and then that'll be a wrap for you, pile number 1. Okay, this was a very long reading. I hope you did enjoy it, you guys, and I do hope that any of this is making sense. Okay, please comment below, let me know what's going on here, if any of this is real. I just lost a letter, it totally just flew out. Okay, let's see what we have here for letters. We've got C, that fell on the ground. J, CJ, or JC, like in sync. G, S, H, N, Q, U, X, B. Is this M? Yeah, M, O, or is that W? I think it's W, O, and U. Okay, so, oh my God, didn't we get hung over? Oh my goodness, you may meet this person when you've partied a little too hard. We have O here. Hung. Oh, this person may be well hung, guys. What else do we have? We have box, bow, Okay, instead of making words, I should be making names, okay? But have fun with the initials, guys. You, of course, will know if any of these make sense or resonate. Maybe your initials are in here, maybe not. Only take what makes sense to you. Okay, so my pile number one, I'm going to wrap up your reading right here. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out my pick a card reading. Please let me know if any of this made sense at all to you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you do want to watch any more of these pick a card readings. Thank you guys so much. I love you, and I will catch you on the next one. Hello, and welcome to all of my lovely souls that chose pile number two, which is the orange ladybug. This is going to be the love reading for you. First, we're going to look at your lesson in love, what it is that you need to learn or have had a challenge learning in past lives. And then we're going to look at your past, present, and future energy, your person's energy, and the mutual energy of the both of you when you meet this person. Okay, and then of course some personal details to find out a little bit more about your person. But first I'm going to pull two cards to let me know what your energy is in regards to your love lesson, what it is that you have to experience or that you've already experienced in love. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right, so first we have climb the spiral ladder one step at a time. Okay. And then we have tourmaline, root chakra, smudging. Okay, let's just pick up the energy for my pile number two. Okay, so for my pile number twos, we have climb the spiral ladder one step at a time and tourmaline, root chakra. So what this is letting me know in regards to your love lesson is that you definitely are going to be the pile that has the one person who's going to trigger a complete awakening, okay? Probably a Kundalini awakening or some sort of divine awakening that alters your life, okay? So, your love lesson is going to be in regards to a divine connection, as well as having to resolve a lot of karmic connections, okay? So I think in a past life, you may have had a lot of karmic connections or a lot of karmic relationships where things were off balance, very low vibrational, very short term, very sexual, or very it could even be like a long-term marriage where maybe in a past life there's like an arrangement where you were forced to marry someone you didn't want to be with. But I don't think that's present energy. I think that's past energy. And in this lifetime, it's kind of triggering your relationships where you're now attracting more of those karmic connections, okay? Tourmaline is here to cleanse out your energy. So because it is a clearing stone, it's letting me know that you attract a lot of conflicting and karmic connections that are very low vibrational, a lot of arguments, a lot of insecurities may come up, a lot of toxicity. And with climb the spiral ladder one step at a time, this is someone who is learning their spiritual gifts and learning to strengthen them. And this is someone who sometimes feels like they want to be so developed in their psychic gifts from one day to the next. And that's not necessarily how it works with spiritual. with spiritual knowledge. It's all about experiences that then deepen your subconscious and conscious. And then when you have the realization of what belongs and no longer does in your programming, you then have something called an awakening, and that can trigger many layers to your spiritual path, okay? But it's all about present moment and experience to gain such depth in your spirituality and in your psychic abilities, okay? It's not very simple, and it can come with very hard, dark, trying times, okay? So this is my pile that has that divine counterpart, or that very intense karmic relationship that left you completely bare, okay? And I'm hearing bare to the bone, or like bare to the core, meaning that it's like you had nothing left to give. This is the person that either has one significant divine connection that alters your life and awakens your kundalini, or it can be the pile that has many karmic cycles within connections to either go through, or that you've gone through already, okay? But there's one specific relationship that's going to trigger a total and complete awakening in your life, and it may have already happened, okay? Dare I say this is my twin flame pile? I don't know. To each your own. If you believe in that, it's up to you. But I definitely see that there's going to be this dark night of the soul and complete spiritual awakening that comes through with my pile number 2. And that's going to be your love lesson, okay? To learn how to handle the turbulence of being very open and very vulnerable and very sensitive to energy, and fine tuning that ability that you have, okay? This is someone who's very psychic, very spiritual, very aware of their abilities, and because you have such high, strong abilities, you may connect or channel a lot of low vibrational energies unintentionally, okay? So perhaps carrying a tourmaline around at all times is very important for you, because I do see you channeling a lot, okay? So this is definitely my spiritual pile. Okay, so that is the lesson. Let's look into your past, present, and future energy in love. Okay, first I want to take a look at the past energy, just to see where you once stood in your love life. Okay, so the past energy for my pile number 2. The High Priestess came out in the first pile as well. Maybe you chose the first pile. But for the past energy, we have the High Priestess. And again, I said this is my spiritual pile. This is my pile that has that very deep connection with Source, and it can affect your relationships, okay? Sometimes people don't understand that the most spiritually awoken people are the ones who have the most challenging relationships, and it takes a long time to connect with someone who is able to handle your energy, because it's so strong and powerful. And I think that in this High Priestess in the past energy is letting me know that you definitely did have someone awaken your kundalini. I think you already met your divine counterpart, and you are here to ask if that is even true. And this is an answer to let you know, yes, you've met your counterpart. You're very aware of who this person is that had awoken you and had triggered a dark night of the soul that made you reflect and go within and gain a lot deeper knowledge in your spirituality. I think this person may have awoken many of your spiritual gifts that you didn't realize were dormant or hidden. This person definitely opened up your third eye chakra, okay, especially with this here. It's letting me know that you definitely have been working hard on developing your psychic abilities, and it's not just from within yourself, but also through experiences, and in particular, this relationship that you had, or this connection that you had in the past, okay? So let's take a look at your present energy. Actually, I'm going to pull one of my mood cards to see how you currently feel presently, just your current mood when it comes to love, okay? What is pile number 2's current mood in love? One card for current mood in love. This one wants to come out. Content. Okay, so pile number 2, you are someone who went through the dark night of the soul, had this very difficult awakening happen when you met your divine counterpart, and it's left you in a place where you prefer to be alone right now. You're not looking for anything. You're not wanting to start anything new. You're also not in a place where you're constantly reflecting on the past, but you are definitely recovered and scarred. I'm hearing you're scarred. I want to say traumatized. I think because you've had harsh experiences, you want to take it easy with connecting with anyone or pursuing anything with anyone that you come across at all. I think right now you're very comfortable with what's going on in your life, and involving another person would not be beneficial. I think that you're in a place where you're happy with just being with yourself, and not involving yourself in anything with anyone. I think right now what you want to do is stay in your own little bubble, okay? You're not exploring the idea of love right now. You're almost too comfortable being alone, okay? Is what I'm hearing, okay? And then we have the sun that fell out for your present energy, but the sun did fall out in the reverse, okay? So again, instead of being open to other people, I think right now you're very closed off, okay? You're not very open to showing who you are, to going out to social gatherings. I think you're also very sensitive and are very particular with who you allow in your surroundings, because you're probably very empathic. You don't like the idea of overwhelming amounts of people around you. I think you tend to be very careful and cautious of who you give your energy to. And you're also not willing to budge. You're not willing to budge and to open up to anyone either. I think you're pretty happy with, if you do have a friend, it's probably like one best friend that you've known for years. If you do hang with your family, that's probably all you do, is just stay at home. This is like my homebody pile. This is the loner pile, the person who loves to do their own thing, not really have anyone tell them what to do. They like to kind of live at their own pace and at their own time. And when they're ready, they're ready. When they're not, they're not, But right now you're super comfortable with everything that you have going on. You're definitely not in a place where you're excited and thrilled about life at all, but you definitely aren't looking for the thrill either. You're not chasing thrills. You're not really looking to alter anything in your life at this moment. You're pretty okay with how things are, even if it is stagnant, or even if it is just because it's comfortable and safe. Okay, let's see what your future energy is going to be in love here. Future energy and love for my pile number 2. Okay, we had 3 cards fly out. The strength came out again. Maybe pile 1 saw pile number 2. We have the strength in the upright, the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the King of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so I think that your future energy involves a lot of you being again, closed off. You don't really want to open up to anybody. You want to keep your emotions to yourself until you see that it's somebody worthwhile. If somebody that is worth your time and energy comes around, then you'll open up. But until then, you're not going to. I think that you're going to be in a place where you rather stand on your own and get your finances in order before you look into connecting in a connection or being in a relationship. First, I think you're going to focus on your finances, on yourself, on your goals. I think that you're going to even save up money, maybe even look into moving to a new location, but I don't think that you're going to have love on your mind in the future. I think you're going to be focused on other aspects of life, okay? So I don't think that love is going to be your priority. I think that this pile is the pile that wants to heal and release and hear maybe uplifting messages to help you heal from love connections that you've had, or maybe you're just a little confused and feel like what's next. After all that I've gone through, I'm kind of left in a place of yeah, I'm comfortable, but I'm also kind of bored. I don't know what to do next. I'm getting a lot of like I don't want to say conflicting energy, because I feel like you're in a place where you don't want to budge, you don't want to move right now, but it's also because you're lacking direction. You're not sure what would suit you best right now because you've been so um, uh, emotionally shot. You can't really ground that emotion right now. You're almost just allowing things to heal naturally, without you having to make effort. And then that makes it a little harder because then you're, yeah, feeling better, but also conflicted about what's next. You're not really healing with direction. You're healing with flow, which is perfectly fine. It's actually wise that you do that. But it also leaves you in a place where you're at a standstill, not knowing which direction you want to go in. And I think that's what's going to happen in your near future. You're going to be in a place where you focus so much on yourself and where you are and your financial matters that then it kind of hits you where you're like, wow, I've kind of been letting myself go a little bit too focused on other aspects of my life and less on myself. And I think I need to somehow change that energy. I think you're definitely going to be focused more on your money, where you live, where you're going, your appearance, even working out, that kind of thing. But I think that's mostly what's going to happen in your near future energy. I don't see anything coming through just yet in that energy. Okay. So now let's see what your energy, their energy, and the mutual energy is going to be when you guys come across in each other's lives, okay? First, we're going to look at your energy to see where you are when you both meet. What is pile number two's energy when they meet their person? We have the Magician and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, again, see, I said that with the King of Wands in the reverse and the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. It's almost like you're secretly planning a creative endeavor, or you're secretly trying to manifest something that you've been working on without anyone knowing or being aware of it. Okay, you may be someone who's working on a creative project or have something brewing up under your sleeve that you're not making other people aware of. Okay, and this is something that's also helping you heal through maybe hardships, or maybe even focusing on your divine purpose. Okay, because when you do have a Kundalini awakening, it does move you towards your life purpose and makes you question the things that you've been doing or how you've been living your life, and if you've really been authentic to yourself and your soul. And if you are doing something that has some form of validation at the end of the day, right? Besides the satisfaction of paying bills, is there validation in what I do for a living? And that's the energy that I saw over here. And you're going to be in that exact energy when this person comes into your life, where you're focused on yourself, maybe even your appearance, maybe on financial matters. You're going to be working on you and only you and your life. And I think you're in a place where you're wanting to manifest and attract a better situation, emotionally, mentally, physically, and financially in your life. And when this person comes across or into your energy field or into your environment in one way or another, it's going to be when you're in a place of trying to manifest. Okay, so you're either going to be in a flow state where you're focused so much on yourself and growth and expansion that all of a sudden somebody comes out of nowhere, and you're going to be so centered and self-focused at the time. Okay, so it's not necessarily a bad thing, but you also don't want to miss out on blessings because you're so focused, right? Okay, so I want to pull out their energy and the King of Swords. came through here. So for their energy, pile number 2, your person is going to be in a place where they've accomplished a lot. Okay, this is someone who either had accomplished like they've either graduated and gotten their bachelor's or their master's. Okay, this person is very together. When you meet this person, they're going to have such a elegant presence about them. Okay, their demeanor, their way of speaking, the way that they act, it's almost like you feel like this person is very unique in a way, but also I want to, what's the word I'm looking for? They're very, elegant. I don't want to say elegant. They're very poised. Okay. They have, or at least they appear to have everything together. Okay. They speak properly. They act properly. They dress properly. They may even dress differently. They may have their own style. They may be, maybe not your type, but definitely an attractive type. Maybe one that you've never really thought you would be into, but it's not something that you would mind. It's not like god awful, total opposite of what you'd be into, but definitely not to what you would prefer, but definitely not bad. It's almost like a new experience for you. This person may even be older than you. There may be an age difference between the both of you. But when this person comes into your life, they're going to be in a place where they're accomplished. They have recognition. They definitely have their ish together. Okay, this is someone who's very direct, very straightforward, but also can be a little bit difficult to express their emotions. Okay, they're in their head often, and that makes you question them a little bit because they're very direct and they're very honest, but they're not very good at expressing their emotions without sounding so dry, which may catch you off guard a little bit. But because you have such a fine-tuned gut and a great intuition, you're going to know how to read this person's signals. I'm hearing read this person's mind, so maybe you guys may have a telepathic connection as well. But this person is definitely going to be very wise beyond anyone you've ever met. Okay, this person's going to actually act as a guide for you. Okay, they're going to have great advice. They're actually someone who could potentially help you elevate your personal business if that's what's happening at the time that you guys come together. It may even be that they come to offer some sort of service to help you and your business. Maybe that's how you guys meet. But this person's going to come through as very accomplished, okay, when you both come into each other's energy. Let's look at the mutual energy for the both of you. What is the mutual energy when my pile number 2 meets their person? The Page of Swords. Okay, so you both are going to spark a lot of curiosity about one another, okay? When you both meet, you're going to be in a place where you rather get to know each other than jump into anything, okay? You're both going to be not only keeping tabs on one another, but you're going to be asking around about each other. So you're going to either do research online about one another, either Google the person or search for their social medias. Maybe you guys may exchange emails, and that's how the relationship starts, where you guys come across maybe needing a service of some sort and you email to get maybe some information on this particular service, and it happens to be this person that owns the business. That's your person. But what I'm seeing is that the mutual energy between the both of you when you meet is complete and total curiosity. You're going to want to know where this person is from, who they know, what they're into, how long they've been doing what they're doing. You're going to want to get all sorts of dirt on this person. Who have they been with? Do I know anybody you know? This is a very digging for answers energy here, but also you guys are going to have a lot of conversations. So a lot of texting, a lot of phone calls, a lot of back and forth, a lot of this is my favorite movie. What's your favorite meal? That kind of thing. You guys are going to just bounce ideas off of each other as well and be able to have this fun conversation with one another. You guys are going to be very I'm hearing kiddish. It's almost like you guys have inside jokes, or I don't know. You guys are going to hit it off right away, but also be very curious of one another. I don't want to say suspicious, but you're definitely very curious of one another, who you know, where you've been, where you're from, everything. You're going to want to really get to know each other. And that's the mutual energy, which is great. That's great mutual energy to have is wanting to know every detail about each other and not being bored with asking questions. Okay, so let's look and see how and where you're going to meet this person. Maybe even like a time frame. Okay, let's see where and how you're going to meet this person, pile number 2. Oh my gosh, 3 came through. And now let's pull some from this deck over here. When and how pile number 2 is going to meet their person. Where, when, how. Okay. When, where, and how. Ah! Okay. First, we're going to look at the romance angel cards here. And we have, let your friends help you, ask and accept support from others. Yeah, again, you guys are going to probably have mutual friends or want to see who you guys know. Once you get to know each other, you're going to be seeing what circles you both hang around, or maybe what you're both into. I don't know. There's a lot of getting to know each other here, like a lot of actual conversations of like what, like silly short conversations of getting to know each other, like what's your favorite book, or you go to that cafe too, that's where I always go every Sunday to do XYZ, whatever. Attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And then we have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Again, with that divine partnership, that divine connection that you've had in your life, you definitely had a Kundalini awakening, okay? And I said that from the beginning before we even pulled this card. I love life shuffling because it just puts together everything that I have mention in the reading, and I love when things just kind of fall into place like that. Anyway, so luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Okay, so pile number 2, when and where you're going to meet this person. It's going to be either possibly you're going to be in some sort of retreat. It could be a spiritual retreat with Sagittarius and religious factors. You may be out in a retreat with friends, and you may be getting a service completed by this person. They could possibly be a healer of some sort that you go to. I am seeing like a lot of fields, greenery, tents. I don't know. Maybe it's a festival that I'm picking up on, but I am seeing almost like a retreat of some sort. And I'm getting spiritual retreat mostly because of religious factors, but also because of Sagittarius over here. But I'm getting spiritual retreat. So I don't know if maybe you are taking a trip with friends or with family to maybe help you clear your mind and to decompress and maybe reflect without them knowing. And in the excitement of going to this fun vacation or this fun trip, it doesn't even have to be in a completely long distance trip out of country, out of state. It could literally just be like getting a hotel at the next city of wherever you may be and just hanging out there. And then you happen to meet this person when you go to the bar. But what I'm seeing here is that you're going to meet this person in some form of establishment. And it could be when you hang out with a group of people. I do see that there's going to be a lot of interaction here. So it could possibly be on a trip. It could be when you are out with friends, either at a bar, or it could be when you're at some sort of retreat, or maybe even like, I'm getting like club. So I don't know if like country club, if there's like, I don't know, like day camp, stuff like something along those lines where it entails a group of people registering, that kind of thing. I don't know why I'm getting registering. Maybe you register for this person's class and that's how you meet them. But I do also hear that you guys may have mutual friends. So it may be through a friend that you connect with this person. Either this friend invites you out to a trip, invites you out to a specific place, and that's when you actually align with this person, okay? We have June as a month of when you may meet this person. Time, okay, so this could take a while before this comes through in your life. It may be a while, okay? I did see you taking time for yourself. You are pretty content with being alone right now. I don't see you wanting to commit anytime soon, so it would make sense why we have time here. And then we have September and April, okay? So maybe those are months when you are born, or this person, or it could be the time when you may come across this person or they come into your life, okay? Now I want you to think of a yes or no question just quickly about anything that has to do with your person. And I'm just going to draw either a yes or a no, okay? And this can be about anything. So you just a yes or no question. Just focus on that. And I'm just going to give you a straightforward answer here and then move on to the zodiac sign. Okay, so your answer is no. So if you're asking about a particular person or about a particular time in your life, that's a no. Okay, and I do see that Spirit does want you to do a little bit more personal growth before this person comes through and into your life. Okay, let's look at zodiac signs to see what this person's sign could possibly be, or maybe even seasons of the year that this person may come into your life. There's Leo, Taurus, and we have April here, so that would make perfect sense. Okay. Libra with September. Okay, so there's something significant about April, September, Libra, and Taurus. Okay, and then we have Aquarius, which we had the King of Swords as their current energy when they come into your life. So they for sure could be an Aquarius. That could be a possibility. Let's look at more personality traits about your person, maybe like some physical traits. Let's see, physically, pile number 2's person, physical features for pile number 2. Oh my gosh. Ah! I swear to God, I'm going to catch these cards on fire. Oh my gosh. Okay. We have piercing, thick. I think thick came out in the first pile as well. So yeah, I'm feeling like someone may have not been able to choose between pile number 1 and pile number 2. So I'm getting thick again. Okay, so if you chose pile number 1, and dyed, I think I got that in pile number 1 as well. So dyed hair, either you or this person dyes their hair. Short hair, this person could have short. We got the same exact cards, okay? We had facial hair, curly, dyed, and thick, okay? So maybe somebody did go from pile 1 to pile 2, who knows? Or I'm just, getting the same cards for this pile, okay? Could be completely different energy. All right, let's get some personality traits here for my pile number 2. Whoa, that's a lot. That's a lot, you guys. I'm not going to take this. This is like half the deck. Personality traits for pile number 2. Ah, wow. Ah, oh my gosh. Flying everywhere. Okay, you guys, so let's see what we got. We have private. We got private in the other pile as well, okay? Mysterious. Okay, so this is going to be a very private person, okay? They're going to see you as mysterious as well. They're going to keep a lot of things to themselves, maybe even this connection as well. Maybe you will keep this connection a secret as well, but you're going to be very mysterious to one another, which is why we had the Page of Swords as the mutual energy. There's something about one another that's so intriguing that you want to really truly get to know one another. You want to have this authentic connection with someone, and so do they, okay? And you're both willing to ask all questions necessary to be able to open up with one another, especially because you're so private. It'll be a little bit challenging for you, but it's not just you, it's them as well, okay? They're very private when it comes to their personal matters and their personal life, okay? So this person is someone who you can trust and who is going to take you seriously, okay? It's just going to be a little hard for you to see that, and that's why you're going to want to really get to know them first, and that's why you guys are going to be so curious about one another, okay? You're both going to be a big mystery to one another. Understanding, you guys, again, are going to have that deep connection, unlike any connection that you've ever had before, and you're both going to be so confident in one another and what you guys have. It's going to be a very sincere connection, okay? There's going to be absolutely no doubt in one another's mind that you want to be with each other, okay? And you're both going to be very self-sufficient and whole. When you come into each other's lives, you're going to be in a very strong point in your life. Again, you're going to be in a place where you're manifesting. You're brewing up something that you've been working on for a long time, as well as this person. They're going to be completely I'm hearing their I got like 3 words at once and I'm trying to retrack here. I heard they're going to be financially stable, mentally stable, and emotionally stable. And then I got a different word. I got they're going to be wealthy, okay? They're going to be wealthy in the sense that they're going to have total health, total financial comfortability. I can't even, is that even a word? Whatever. They're going to be financially comfortable. They're going to be emotionally stable, and they're going to feel so confident in themselves that they're not really going to need anyone. And that's truly when you attract someone in your life, when you're able to take care of yourself and only think of your life as something that's, finally grounded and healthy. And, when you're in a good place in your life is typically when you attract the most unexpected and greatest things. And I think that's what's going to happen here is this person's going to be in such a great place and you're going to be in such a focused place in your life. And that's when you're both going to come into each other's lives, when this person is, at their best and when you're in a place where you're finally getting what you deserve, okay? Now let's go ahead and pull some initials here, and that will wrap up your reading for pile number 2. So let's see what initials of significance we can pull here for you. Oh, okay. We have S, U, J, oh my gosh, S, U, J, T, H, G, Z, and W. Greg, Zach, Julie, James, Seth, Tyson, Haley. What else? Wendy. You guys have fun with the letters, whatever you can come up with there. Okay, so pile number two, that is your reading. I do hope that any of this did make sense to you. I hope that you did enjoy this reading. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment down below. If any of this did make sense, please let me know in the comments. Don't forget to hit that notification bell if you did want to know when I post any more pick a card readings. And with that said, I'm going to leave you here. Thank you so much. I love you guys, and I'm going to pile number three. Hello and welcome to all of my beautiful souls who chose pile number three. This is your love reading, okay? So for those who chose this red ladybug, let's see what it is that we have going on for you in your love life. First, we're going to look at your lesson in love, whether it is in this lifetime or a previous one. We're going to see what it is that you've got to conquer in love to be able to finally have your person, okay? So after we look at that, we're going to look at the past, present, future love energy for yourself, and of course, details about your person as well. Okay, so first let's start off here with the love lesson that you're intended to surpass or that you've had to deal with in previous lifetimes. Let's take a look and see. Love lesson for pile number three. Oh, too many fell out there. Love lesson for pile number three. Okay, there we go. Okay, one more for your lesson in love, pile number three. Okay, so for your lesson in love, we have keep the vigil, justice will triumph, okay? And then we have zebra stone, compassion, root chakra, okay? There's a lot of root chakra healing that's needed, I think, for all three piles thus far. If I'm not mistaken here, I think the root chakra was highlighted in all three piles. But let me just get a hold of the energy for my pile number three so I can start with your message. Okay, so for pile number three, what is so funny about both of these cards is that they're actually both about compassion. Okay, so zebra stone here actually has the word compassion in there, but this card is also about compassion, okay? So what this is telling me about your love lesson, it's that you sometimes tend to put others before you, and you have had the I'm not feeling that this is past life. I'm feeling this is very current and relevant to you now. You have made relationships your priority, or maybe the other person in the relationship the priority to make it a healthy relationship. Meaning, this person chose where you guys went to dinner. This person chose where you guys live. This person chose every single thing. It was whatever they wanted. You put them first no matter what. And to you, that was doing, that was your love language of showing this person that you care about them. But then what you create is someone who is enabled, okay? Then there's this discord between you and this other person because the balance is off, okay? The scales are completely off, okay? I'm seeing two scales go back and forth like this, and one is way, way low and the other one's way, way up high, okay? So I think you tend to give your energy too much to your significant other when you're in relationships. And I think this is like a repetitive cycle, like you do this often in all relationships that you've ever had. Or maybe you're uh, actively in a present relationship where it's all about this other person and not as much about you, okay? Keep the vigil, justice will triumph is all about you gaining victory through using it's not through forceful fighting and forcing others to see your point of view. I think justice is from finding your inner truth. And in order to find your inner truth, there needs to be a balance, okay? And if there's not a balance, it can create chaos emotionally, okay? And I think then that's when people begin to feel guilty and like you're not worthy of X, Y, and Z because you weren't given the validation that you've been giving to someone else. You need that reflected back. And I think you've had such difficult relationships because you're such a giving person. This is the giver, okay? This is my pile who always went above and beyond for the other person, and the other person never met your energy, and it left you feeling unworthy and like you weren't good enough and like there wasn't enough that you could possibly do to make this person love you or care about you or want to have you in their life. There's this lesson of having to learn self-worth and being more compassionate with yourself, and less needing to uplift others to then feel some form of validation for yourself. I think that's an internal conflict that you place onto yourself unintentionally. You have this like immense need to make sure that everyone around you is comfortable and happy before you, and putting your needs before everyone else. It can be some form of showing love, and again, a love language, but just realize that even though you, yes, should care for other people, you need to, as they say on the airplane, put on your oxygen mask on first and then help your neighbor. Okay. You need to make sure that you take care of yourself first and then take care of someone else. And there is no way that you're going to have this energy reciprocated of being such a giver unless you are giving to yourself, okay? Because that has to be balanced within you. And that is your love lesson. Pile number 3 is learning how to balance yourself emotionally, mentally, spiritually, giving all of that self-love to you without feeling guilty, and also being able to love someone else just as much, okay? Knowing that you are enough and sufficient and can be self-reliant is a beautiful way of showing self-love, okay? Boundaries are important as well. If you need to put up boundaries, then so be it. Don't be such a giver to putting yourself in at, don't be a giver at your own expense is what I'm trying to say. Pile number 3. Okay, so now let's look at the past, present, and future energy. I will say that my battery, like my camera, is running on low right now, so if this does cut off, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to try and go as fast as I can. Okay, pile number 3, past energy. Yes, we have the 10 of Swords. So again, the energy you were putting into a connection or a relationship or one that you're currently in right now, it looks like you always did more and this person did not put in enough effort, okay? You were always the one checking to see if this person was okay, how their day was going, if they've been fed. You took care of this person to the T, okay? And this person was not giving you what you were giving them. There was no reciprocation in this love. This love was not unconditional. It was totally and absolutely conditional, okay? This person was only there because of one condition, and that was you, okay? You were conditioning them, is what I'm hearing, okay? You were enabling them as well, okay? And you didn't realize that it was actually hurting you at the end of the day because you weren't giving that self-love to yourself. And you made such a big effort to make this work, and this person could care less, okay? Things were not reciprocated back to you. All of the efforts that you made were not being noticed, okay? They were taken for granted, okay? You were taken advantage of. And I think that left a big wound in your heart in the past, okay? So that's the past energy for you, pile number 3. Let's look at your present energy. I'm going to take one of my mood cards here just to see what your current mood is in love. Oh, these two fill out. Motivation and in their feelings. Okay, so pile number 3, I think that you're trying to get out of this state of being wounded. I think that you're trying to get over the fact that you're someone who's been hurt before, right? But you're also too afraid to move forward. You're also in a place of stagnance because you're not sure if you could open up and trust again, because you're such a giving person and someone who always puts others before yourself. It leaves you in a very difficult place where you're not so sure how to be or how to act anymore, because all you do is lead with your heart chakra, okay? All you do is lead with your excuse me, with your love. Your love language is proving security to other people by comforting them, bringing them food when they're hungry, in bed when they're sick. I don't know, just a very nurturing energy is what I'm getting from you, pile number 3. And I think that because it wasn't reciprocated in the past, it's left you in a place where you're kind of back and forth between should I move on or should I just forget about it? How can I get past this? How can I not do this? How can I do this? You're so back and forth right now. It's making you, you're in your feelings, pile number 3. It's making you it's making you so confused that you can't quite pick a direction. You want to go somewhere, you want to move past this energy, but it's really hard because you're still feeling stuck emotionally. Okay, so let's see with a tarot card here what your present energy is in love. The 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is the 10 of Pentacles in the upright, and this is the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so this is letting me know that you're not focusing on personal fulfillment right now. You're working on others' fulfillment right now. So this could be someone who's worried more about their children or has to take care of other people. There's other aspects in life that you need to take care of that's giving you the inspiration to move forward with life. But it doesn't mean that you're not emotionally torn right now. It's almost like you're numb to everyday routine. And you know that you have to do it. It's kind of like what you use to take your mind off things. It's your outlet, or how you allow yourself to heal is by just focusing on work, but it's actually numbing out your emotions, and it makes you so caught up in your thoughts that you don't know exactly how to feel anymore or how to move forward anymore with your emotions, okay? But I see that you are more motivated and inspired to either help your younger siblings. I'm seeing a nephew or a niece, or like children. If you're a parent, but I'm seeing that you're putting other people's needs before yours. And it might be like you're lending money to other people, or you're working hard so that you could afford something. But I see that you're focusing more on your finances than your emotions, just to keep your mind off of things, just to help you decompress. You're drowning yourself in work is what I'm hearing. Okay, so let's look at your future energy and love here. Okay, we had 2 cards fall out. We have Judgment and the Eight of Pentacles. Again, I'm seeing someone drowning themselves in work, okay? Somebody had the realization that they're just going to use their work as their power to move forward in life, okay? You're going to use success as your fuel to get through this emotional despair, okay? Pile number 3, you're someone who's action oriented, so you need to work through something. Maybe you're more of like a practical type person, and that's how you're taking this painful experience on, is you need to be physically and mentally somewhere else or actively busy so that you can then forget about challenging emotions or feelings, or then numb out these emotions that you can't seem to resolve, okay? You tend to be very focused on the 3D elements, but they're also very fruitful things that are coming to you. There's a lot of fruitful things that are coming to you because you're so motivated. I'm hearing there's a fuel to your fire. This is like you're using this pain for power, and it's a beautiful way of evolving, okay? There's a lot of growth happening here in your near future, which is a beautiful thing, okay? Pile number 3, I'm seeing that there's going to be some form of evolution, a maturing growth. It's almost like you're becoming a completely different person, like a complete rebirth from this 10 of Swords to justice coming through. There's a complete rebirth of you, okay? It's like a completely new life, a new outlook, a new perspective, a new you, okay? There's some sort of maturing that happens via this love lesson here, and it allows for expansion to happen within your life, and that's a beautiful thing to have, okay? Pile number 3. Now we're going to look at the past, or I'm sorry, not the past. We're going to look at your person's energy, your energy, and the mutual energy when you guys meet, okay? So what is pile number 3's energy when their person comes into their life? What is their energy? 2 of Swords. Yeah, see, you're going to be so self-focused, you're not going to see this coming. You're going to be in a place where you're so involved in what's happening around you, you're not going to see anything outside of that, okay? You're going to be stuck in your own little bubble. You're not going to know when this is coming. You're not going to even know who this person is what I'm hearing. This is going to be a completely new energy that you are not going to have any relation to at all. It's going to come out of nowhere, okay? And when you finally come into connection or contact with this person, you're not going to be looking for anyone. You're definitely going to be focused on yourself, and you're going to be in a place where you're very comfortable and you're not really open to anything or anyone, okay? You may even come off as cold or standoffish to this person, okay? Let's see what their energy is going to be when you meet them. Pile number 3's person's energy. Okay, 2 cards wanted to come through here. So we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress. Okay, so when this person comes through, they're going to be in such a perfect, it's almost like perfect place, perfect time, okay? This is someone that you may encounter once you've finally succeeded or accomplished something that you've been wanting to for a long time, because I do see that happening with the 8 of Pentacles and Judgment. This person is going to be in that place as well. It's almost like when two graduates meet at the same workplace, and then they end up connecting and being such a great power couple. I feel like that's going to happen, okay? I feel like this person is going to end up being your power partner, and you're going to be that to them as well, especially with the Empress and the Wheel of Fortune. This is a fated connection. There's going to be a divine counterpart of significance, and it doesn't even matter if you're a male or a female, because the Empress is here to show that there's going to be a fruitful relationship that can evolve to family. It can expand. It can actually gain a lot of growth in the home and in all aspects of life. Okay, so whether that's extending or expanding the family or finances, you guys are going to make a house a home no matter what, no matter where, no matter how rich or poor you guys may be. There's going to be this strong connection of we were definitely destined for one another. And that's how this person is going to feel when they see you. Okay, they're going to be in an energy of feeling great, feeling lucky, feeling beautiful. This person is going to be really attractive, by the way. They're going to be super beautiful. They're going to be at their fittest. They're going to be at their prime is what I'm hearing. Okay, so it's definitely going to catch you off guard. You're not going to see this coming because it's going to be such a it's almost like a theatrical or a dramatic way that you guys meet one another, okay? And it's going to feel almost unrealistic, almost like so faded. And so, I don't know, you have to pay attention to synchronicities because there's going to be a lot of like coincidental things that happen when you guys meet, okay? There's going to be a lot of synchronistic clues and things coming up when you guys come into each other's energy field, okay? Okay, so I'm going to charge my camera for a little bit because it's about to die, so I will be right back. You know, every time I go to do something, I always hit the camera and it totally moves everything. I'm sorry about that. Okay, guys, so now let's take a look at the mutual energy when you guys meet your person. Okay. Wow. Okay, you guys, the 10 of Pentacles flew out and we have the 10 of Pentacles down here. Okay, so again, power couple, you guys, this is going to be long-term connection, fated connection, family, okay? There's going to be so much, again, power couple, financial power. You guys are both going to be so focused. You're going to be with someone who's just as driven as you. Just, giving as much as you are. I think that's why it's so important for pile number 3 to finally meet their power couple. It's because you've always had such a difficult time finding the yin to your yang, or someone who can match your energy or reciprocate the amount of energy that you pour into the relationship. And you both are going to be in a place where you can do that to each other. And that's why this connection is going to be so profound and so good for you. Okay. So let's see how you will meet this person and where. Okay, let's see how and where you're going to meet this person. Okay, one more card here with how, oh my gosh, with how and where you're going to meet this person, okay? I don't know what sound I just made. Okay. Maybe some months here to give us a little bit more info on the time of when, how, and where you're going to meet this person. Oh my gosh, that fell out. Ah, okay, we'll take them. We'll take them. Okay, so we have stay optimistic about your love life, positive thinking, and faith will bring you romance. And then we have a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. Okay, so this is again letting me know that when you guys meet one another, you're going to be in a place where things seem to have been very good for the both of you. Okay, you're going to feel at your best. You're both going to be, I'm hearing you're both very athletic or maybe into fitness, or you guys may both have a routine or a regimen that you both keep up with. And I think that this person is going to come into your life when you're looking your best. I'm hearing like prime. So both of you may be in your prime or looking your finest ever. When you come into contact with one another, there's going to be this instant attraction, okay? And it's not just going to be physical for you guys, though that's going to happen. And I do see that showing up here. It doesn't mean that that's all that this connection is going to be about, okay? April is here and Aries full moon is here. So you may meet this person during springtime, or they can be an Aries or yourself, okay? And then we have October. August, June, May. Okay, so May, look at this. April, May, and June. And then we have August and October. I feel like you guys, you may meet this person during the springtime, and then you guys may begin dating during the summertime. And then you guys may commit to each other by the fall. Okay, so I think that when you guys meet, it'll be at the beginning of a year, and I feel like it's not going to be within the year that you're watching this reading. I think that there's going to be a good substantial amount of time that passes only because you guys are both going to be in a completely fulfilling place in your lives. And I think that you're working towards that right now, pile number 3. But once you're at the peak of what you do for a living, I don't know what you do for a living, but when you are at the peak of that, that's when this person is going to come through. And then it's going to happen typically springtime with April, May here. And that's typically, beginning of the year. Typically, no, yeah, it's always the beginning of the year. But I feel like this is going to be like springtime. You guys come into contact or meet one another. And then June and August here, by then you guys are actually dating. And October, things get serious, okay? I think that's how this is going to progress. And I think you guys are also going to be very respectful of one another's professionals. Oh my goodness. One another's profession, okay? You guys are going to like that you each have your own thing going on, okay? So now I'm going to let you ask a question, a yes or no question about this individual. Think of any yes or no question about this individual, and we're just going to pull one card to give you a straightforward answer, okay? And we have yes, okay, for your answer. So I think you're the only pile that got a yes. I think the first 2 got no's, or one of them got a yes and no. I think. Okay, so now we're going to look into the horoscope, maybe signs of significance here. Sun, moon, or rising could be yours or theirs, even just placements that may be of significance here, okay? So let's see what we have. That's a lot. A lot fell out. We got a lot, okay? We have Scorpio here, and October's over here, so that makes sense. Scorpio, Cancer in June, okay, so that makes sense. Aquarius, which would be January. Pisces, which is February. Then we have Leo, okay, and Capricorn, okay. So they may be a Capricorn, or you guys may have placements in any of these signs, okay? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, all the water signs are here. Capricorn, Aquarius, and Leo, okay? So this person may be super, super unique and different, and they may feel the same about you, okay? You guys may be very different from anyone that you've ever met, and you guys are going to love that about each other. There's something about like a perfect match happening here, and I'm really excited for you, pile number 3, because this sounds like too good to be true, okay? That's so cute. I love it. Okay, so let's get some more deets on this person. Let's see maybe what their physical appearance may be, okay? Let's see what we have here for their physical appearance. Pile number 3, physical appearance for my pile number 3. Oh my gosh. You guys had so many fly out just right now. Falling all over the floor here. Okay, so we have straight. So you may have straight hair, or they may have straight hair or gray hair, okay? They may be older than you. Athletic, what did I say? You guys are going to be all about that workout routine, that regimen, okay? Then we have slim, okay? You guys are definitely going to look bomb. I'm just saying. You're going to have a bomb body, and so are they. Long, straight hair, okay? Or long hair. Or something else may be long. Just kidding. Okay, brunette. You guys may be a brunette, or them. Brown hair. Green. They may have green eyes, or you might have green eyes. Okay. Now let's take a look at some personality traits. And then after this, we're going to look at some initials and then wrap up your reading. Okay, pile number 3. So let's see. Personality traits here. Ah! So many flying. Oh, I just like threw those on accident. Okay. Get one more. There we go. Great, they fell again. Okay, pile number 3. So we have socialite. Okay, so this person may get a lot of attention, or you may get a lot of attention, okay, either through social media. Okay, that's probably their career or yours. Maybe that's why I'm seeing like a power couple. Maybe you guys do fitness routines online, and so do they. Maybe like a YouTuber of some sort. Okay, and then we have fuckboy and thought. Okay, so you guys are going to be so good looking that they may even think that you're either a fuckboy or a thought, or vice versa. Okay, you may even think this person is a player because they're so sly and so smooth with their words. Oh, jealous. You guys are going to have this possessive desire for one another. Okay, you guys are going to be so good looking, and so are they. You both are going to have jealousy issues. Okay, of course you guys can work that out. You're going to be suspicious that this person's too good to be true. Okay, hidden agenda, fuckboy, player. I think that you guys both think that you're going to know each other, and you're going to end up surprising one another and having a very mature, look at this, connection that's going to be evolved, and it's going to be very unexpected for the both of you. Okay. Then we have materialistic. So again, you guys are going to be financially well off. You guys are going to be a power couple. I do see a lot of financial gain here. So you guys are probably going to be the couple with the nice cars, the nice shoes, the nice clothes. You guys are going to be a power couple. I do see that happening here. And then we have control. Okay. So you guys are definitely going to be possessive of one another. Okay. You're going to be both just as jealous of one another, but I don't see that in a toxic way here. Okay. I see like a healthy, loving, fun, jealousy, loving thing here. Okay. It's always nice to know that the other person cares enough and wants to make sure that their partner is protected. I think that's cute when that kind of jealousy comes out, but when it's toxic and it becomes lower vibrational, you want to break free from that. Okay. And then we have liar. Okay, so again, you guys are going to feel like this person is not being real with you, or vice versa, because they're so attractive and good looking, and so are you. You guys are going to think that this guy's just another gym rat who hits on every girl at the gym. You guys might meet at the gym, okay? And that's why you're not taking this guy so seriously. You think he's a douchebag, or maybe even a girl. I don't know why I'm getting he. This could be any way, okay? It's just I'm getting that specific message. So you guys may meet at the gym or at some sort of outdoor working place, working out area or vicinity. But I definitely see that you guys will look at each other like, I don't know if I can trust this person. They're very attractive. They have a lot of money. They have their thing they literally have their ish together, and they could literally break me or hurt me like nothing. Okay. They have absolutely nothing to lose, and I do. And I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know if this person's trusting. Okay. You're going to be super conflicting about that. And so is the other person. Okay. And I think that maybe perhaps because they've been lied to or betrayed to, they're going to feel a little bit at ease to know that they can trust you. Okay, but it's going to take a minute for them to be trusting towards you. And I think that you're also going to be the same as well. Okay, there's something about both of you thinking you're too good to be true. But that's usually what happens when you meet your soulmate, is they're the exact balance that you require in your life, or that person that you can totally bond with. Okay, and that's what I think you need. You need someone who's going to give as much as you are and not let you feel so drained and so overworked and overwhelmed, just from one connection or relationship. You should feel you should feel like you're being given as much as you are giving. Did that make sense? You are given as much as you are giving. I feel like you really need something to really balance you out because you've been completely depleted from all of your loving and healing energy from past relationships, and this person is going to allow you to feel safe, and be able to have that where this person is going to be nurturing, others weren't in your life before, okay? And that's going to come to a complete surprise to you, okay? All right, so let's look at some initials for my pile number 3, and then we're going to wrap it up here. You wanted to come out, Ulysses. We have U, O, V, B, R, N, and D. Let's take a couple more out. Why not? And then we have I, C, Q, and the letter G. Maybe rock, rocky, rock. Heart is a rock, I'm hearing. Yeah, so this person definitely works out, okay? I'm also getting hot here, but there's no T. Go. I don't know. You guys come up with the words or the names, okay? So this could be either your initials or their initials. Take whatever may make sense to you and leave whatever doesn't make sense, okay? All right, so for my pile number 3s, I'm going to wrap it up right here. I hope that any of this made sense to you, okay? Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. Hit the notification bell if you do want to see when I post more readings. And with that said, I love you guys so much, and I'll catch you on my next one.